Releasing the hands, deep breath in, reaching up. Exhale, swan dive all the way down. Stepping back to downward facing dog. If we're comfortable, we can hop back if we want, or stepping the right foot back, left foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, floating to plank. Remember, we can bring the knees down for a more gentle option. Crocodile sinks us down. Rolling the shoulders back, staying in our baby cobra this time. Nice strong spine. Baby cobra, we should be able to lift the hands away from the floor. Pointing the toes behind us, activating the legs. Pressing the hands into the floor when we're ready. Pressing it up to modified plank. Hips to the heels, stretching it out in child's pose. Walking both hands over to the right corner. Pressing the left hip away, reaching the left fingertips out as far as they can go. We want to try to stay diagonal though. We don't want to go too far off to the side. We're going to lose the stretch that we want. So just reaching it out. Gently leaning the left shoulder towards the mat. Breathing deep, filling up the left rib cage with each breath. And walking the hands through center, moving to the other side. Right fingertips reaching out, pushing the right hip to the side. Gently leaning the right shoulder towards the mat. And filling up the right rib cage with the breath. This is a beautiful stretch for the lat, through the side of the body, wherever we're holding tension. And gently walking it back to center. On our next breath in, taking it up to hands and knees as we move into spinal balance. Engaging the core nice and strong. When we're ready, pressing the right foot behind us. Nice and powerful. Want to imagine that the back of the room is going to close in on us. We have to hold it open with the leg. Make the leg nice and straight. Toes pointing down. Belly's in. From here, if we want to add on a little bit more, we can extend the left hand towards the front of the room. Breathing deep. Looking down to the mat to lengthen out through the neck. And as we breathe out, bringing it back to center, other side, left foot behind us. Right arm overhead. Check in with the shoulder. Make sure that we're floating out of the shoulder so we're not dipping into it. We want to be powerful, strong. Breathing deep. And back to all fours. Other side. This time, if we want to add on a little bit, we can take a little bind here. Bringing a bend in the right knee. Reaching back with the left hand. Taking hold of the baby toe side of the foot. Lifting through the heart. And gently release. Left foot pressing behind us. Right arm reaching out overhead. Again, we can stay here if we want to take that bind. Bring a bend in the knee. Reaching back, taking the baby toe side of the foot. And opening it out. Looking straight ahead, deep breath in. And without slingshotting the leg, we always want to stay in control to avoid injury. We can take it back to all fours. Our child's pose. As we thread the needle, taking the left hand, palm up, threading it under the right arm. Really extend it out there. Let the fingertip take the shoulder with it. So once again, we're tucking the shoulder, stacking them. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Imagine the shoulder blade floating away from the body. On our next exhale, taking it back to center. Switching sides, right palm up, tuck it underneath, tucking that shoulder with it. As we look out over the fingertips. Deep breath in. Imagine we're blowing up a balloon right underneath the right shoulder blade. And on our next breath out, taking it back to child's pose. Once again, hands under the shoulders, gently rolling it up, one vertebrae at a time. Hips to one side, feet sweep around the other. When we're ready, engage the core. Imagine we have a corset on. Lifting up, picking one foot up. If we're comfortable, we can take the other foot up. If we've had more than 2 cups of coffee, we can reach the hands out to the sides. Make sure that we're nice and strong through the spine. If we would like, we can begin to paddle our boat by extending one leg up. Take it back to center, lengthening the other leg up. And center. Follow the breath. Maybe we inhale on one leg, exhale on the other. Just for you. Deep breath in, reaching up high. We're going to row the boat, rowing it forward and down. Deep breath in, getting a nice little rotation through the shoulders. Follow the breath, inhale and exhale. We've got 2 more, so if we want to, we can straighten the legs for these last 2. And if we're starting to quiver and shake, that's okay. That's our body's way of saying thank you. And when we're ready, lowering the feet down, taking this into butterfly. Just begin to sink a little deeper. And again, listen to the body. Play with the pose. For some of us, maybe we like the feet tucked in a little bit closer. For others, we may want to extend the feet out a little bit wider or do a little bit of both. Yogi's choice. Explore. Play with each of these poses. Find out which one works for our body, because each of us is built a little bit different. So maybe one pose fits one body type a little bit better than the other pose and vice versa. So always explore, but always explore mindfully. When we're ready, floating it up. Bringing the left hand under the left knee, lifting it up and extending the left foot forward. Tucking the right foot into the thigh or to the shin, wherever it is comfortable. Rocking the hips side to side, let the body align itself naturally. Toes up to the ceiling as we inhale, sweeping the arms all the way up. Engaging the belly to support the lower back as we float the arms out over the leg. Releasing the hands to the shin, to the toes, or to the heel. If we have a strap or a block and we'd like to use it, feel free to grab it. Using the strap, we bring it around the bottom of the foot, and it just gives our arms a little bit more length to help guide us through the stretch. If we want to use the block at the end of the foot, making our extension a little bit longer, we can do that. Relaxing the right shoulder down, still breathing deep. Let each exhale sink us a little as we inhale, floating it up. Pressing the fingertips all the way down. Right hand picks the right knee up. Again, rock the hips, shifting it forward. Right arm gives it a hug. Left hand reaches behind us. Inhale, lifting through the spine. As we exhale, twisting away from the knee, looking over the left shoulder. Breathing deep. Letting each breath fill up the belly. Let each exhale sink us just a little bit further. Again, making sure that we're using the muscles to twist. We never want to crank ourselves around with the arms, because then we can do more harm than good. On our next breath out, slowly taking it back to center. Picking the right foot up, crossing it over, if we're comfortable. Left arm gives it a hug. Right hand behind us, deep breath in, lift the spine. This time, exhale, twisting towards the leg. Looking over the right shoulder. Imagining the left rib cage is reaching around the body, bringing us a little bit further. And on our next breath out, slowly untwisting, taking it back to center, switching sides, extending the right foot forward, bringing a bend in the left knee, and letting it drift out to the side. Rock the hips, aligning ourselves. Deep breath in, reaching up high, belly's in. As we exhale, floating out over the right leg. Releasing the hands, shin, toes, or heels. Breathing deep. Relaxing that left shoulder. Let it just sink into it. Still breathing deeply. Reaching the hands to the front of the room. Engage the core and float it up. Fingertips pressed down, left hand picking up the left knee. Placing the left foot firmly into the mat. Left hand gives it a hug, right hand behind us, lifting through the spine as we breathe out, twisting away from the leg. Deep breath in, filling up the belly. It's a nice little twist. It's a nice deep tissue massage for all of our inner organs. And on our next breath out, taking it back to center, picking the left foot up, crossing it over again, rock the hips a little, planting the foot, right arm gives it a hug. Left hand behind us, lift through the spine, deep breath in. As we breathe out, twisting and looking out over the left shoulder. Again, right ribs reaching around the body, checking in with the muscles of the face, softening the eyebrows, the jaw, letting it all relax. Then on our next breath out, slowly taking it back to center. Releasing the legs, give them a little wiggle out. Bringing a bend in the knees, coming into a comfortable seated position. Deep breath in, reaching up high. Fingertips pressing all the way down. Left ear to the left shoulder. Right fingertips still crawling the spine, gently pressing the heart forward just a little bit to make sure we're nice and tall. Letting go of any stress or tension from the neck muscles. On our next breath out, slowly lowering chin to chest. Shoulders away from the ears, pressing the bottom of the skull up to the sky. And as we breathe in, lifting the head to center, right ear to the right shoulder, left fingertips crawling away. Deep breath in, lifting through the spine. Letting go of any stress, any tension, any worries. Whatever it is that doesn't benefit us, just let it go. And on our next breath, slowly lowering chin to chest. Inhale, lifting the head to center. Gently releasing the feet onto the mat, hands behind us as we lower ourselves all the way down. Hugging the knees into the heart. Gently rocking it side to side, massaging the lower. One more big hug. Lifting the forehead towards the knees, lengthening the spine. Then gently lowering it down. Lowering the feet to the mat. Knees folding in on one another. Shoulder blades under the body as we open the palms to the sky. Relaxing the feet. Knees and hips. Allowing the lower back to sink towards the mat. Relaxing the hands, elbows, and shoulders. Relaxing the neck and allowing the jaw to fall open. Creating space between the eyebrows as we relax the forehead. Calming the mind and allowing the eyes to melt.